Like this is a favorite, this next one.
Okay, so we're going to make a volcano, but instead of doing an acid-base volcano, which is sort of the classic, we're going to actually use yeast, which I'm guessing a huge percentage of the world has yeast in their kitchen right now because they're baking bread and cookies and things. And so we're going to use yeast, and yeast is actually a catalyst. You guys know what a catalyst is?
Speeds up chemical reaction.
Yeah, it's like a conduit.
Wow, you guys are so smart. You don't even
physics teacher.
You guys don't even need me. Awesome. Okay, so this is an acid base. This is just going to be a catalyst, and we're going to pour the yeast into some hydrogen peroxide, which is, you know, some people use it to dye their hair. This is the 3% version that you can get at any drugstore, grocery store.
For like 99 cents.
Yeah, to just like, it's an antiseptic and stuff. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make, well actually before we do that, who can tell me what yeast is? Because yeast is also fascinating to kids. Do you know what yeast is?
Is it a little organism?
It is.
I'm the one who's like bragging.
It's a single cell organism. It's a fungus, apparently. And what it does in baking is it eats...
I was thinking like yogurt kind of thing, you know? Like,
Yeah. Well, so this is baking yeast, and what yeast does is it eats up sugar, and when it eats up the sugar, it sends off carbon dioxide, and that's what bubbles up and makes your bread all puffy and bubbly. Isn't that cool? Okay.
Very cool.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add some, here, you can be in charge of the green. I thought we'd make a little green volcano. And we're going to put a few drops of food coloring into, it's a half a cup of hydrogen peroxide. So just drop some green in there.
A couple drops of green in here.
And then you're going to be in charge of the Dawn dish soap, and you're going to put just
How many
a few,
cups?
that's fine, as much as you want. And then you're going to put a few drops of that in, doesn't matter how much.
Okay.
Cool. And then we're going to pour that into, I used about a 16-ounce bottle, I think Sun-Kissed, and pour that into your bottle.
Okay.
And then all we're going to do is add the yeast. And you can try adding the yeast to hot water first to activate it, but we're just going to stick it right in today and see what happens. Ready? All right.
And you expect that this is going to be a volcano, huh?
Maybe you are supposed to activate it in the hot water first. Hang on.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely bubbling up.
Oh,
look, here comes. Here comes.
It just needs a minute. If you use the 6% hydrogen peroxide, you'll get a bigger reaction. If you dissolve the yeast in hot water first, it'll go faster first too. Absolutely.
But you know, for home use, this is probably better because it's not going to be going everywhere.
And this is science on live TV too. Because when I did this at home, it like
but that's the rules. That's the science of live TV.
I've changed the temperature on something,
it never works when you need it to.
Or maybe I opened the yeast too soon, and
it's definitely coming.
But it's working.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, this one's my